Okay, welcome YouTube. This is a popular request by a couple of our subscribers. Thank you for shouting this out, because I knew we were going to do it eventually, and we're going to go ahead and do it right now. We are in Planet Coaster. Notice that I'm doing some work around the field there. I'm working on, right now I'm doing a terraforming the area here, was basically I'm trying to create a lake, because it's a new park that I'm working on right now. And it's called Lakeside Park. So we're just forming our little lake right here in the, somewhere towards where I want to be the middle of the park. And we're going to work, eventually we're going to work around this park throughout the next few videos. And hopefully we'll have this park completed, and hopefully you guys like it in a way. Going to let you guys know as I'm working on this, Planet Coaster is not a Facebook game. It's through planetcoaster.com or through Valve or Steam. It's through Steam. You have to get it through Steam, and the base game costs $44.99. $44.99. Once you get the base game, you are going to get a lot of free items almost automatically. But there is what you call download content. You have to pay anywhere from $2 to $3 to about almost $11 for the download content. So you're going to see later in this video that I had downloaded content. Right now we're putting in some sprinklers and water splashes in, and we'll come right back and see how we have done the lake here, which we're going to do here real quick before we disappear on the next clip. See? Boom. Lake's right there. Okay, as you see right now, I'm recoloring the trails here, the pathway. I'm changing the brick layout to make it a little bit more attractive. I don't like the default trail, so I usually go in, I always change it in most parts. I saw this one, I kind of like it, so I'm going to go ahead and do some changes. We're widening the path to about equivalent of 30 to 33 feet, I think it was, and we're just making out some straightaways here, which I got it on default. I can always do it manually. And we're just about ready to plop down our first ride right here. Basically, we're going to plop in a swing ride right here. There it is. And we're going to adjust it right there. And we're going to slide it right in there. And boom. And now we'll put in our queue lines. There's our queue line. There's our exit right there. And now we're going to set our queue line up. And we're going to open this thing up. Also, we're going to change the color of the swing ride, because I don't like the colors they have on it now. We're just doing some adjustments here. And boom, we are done. And now we're going to open up the ride. And we're going to do some changes of the colors right here. You're going to see right now we're changing the colors of the ride. You can see I'm changing the colors. We named it, it's a wave swinger, but it's a single, it's a swing ride. Standard swing ride you see at most amusement parks. And we're going to open it up. We're going to set the adjustments to allow any loads, and here comes the people. And we got to get some benches down here real quick, or something. No, we're going to set up, we got to put restrooms here. We got to get those restrooms in, because, you know, people's got to go to the bathroom. So we're going to set those restrooms right there. Okay, as you notice, I don't know if you guys noticed this, we're just putting in benches and trash cans throughout the park. We're going to be hiring right now, we're going to hire some staff. We're going to hire a couple of janitors to start out. And we're going to hire a couple of maintenance guys. No, we're going to hire one maintenance guy. We're just going to do some decorations around here. We're going to add some bushes around the swing ride here. So we're going to find this bush. I kind of like this bush right here. This little flower. We're going to change the one color from pink to yellow, red, and other color design. And we're just going to lay out some flowers around this ride. basically, to make it more attractive. Okay, we are almost done with this, tree. Look at how we did the plants around the swing ride, if you guys noticed. And we're going to be adding a few trees here. I went to Park and Delirious for my tree choices. Where you saw the red, I cannot place the tree right there. So anything in red, I cannot place a tree there because it's too close to the ride. So further away the trees are away from the ride is better. We're going to put some other big trees here, looks like big oaks. Basically, we're going to just finish out this ride. Okay, right now we're putting in something. This is supposed to go for a ride entrance, but we're going to put it over the main entrance because we just need it a little bit more attractive. This is not really a park entry thing. It's for a ride entry. I just decided to use it for the park entry to make it look prettier right there at the gate. So we got that in. And I think we're about ready to maybe add something here. We're going to be adding an employee stall here real quick here. I had one custom made I built myself, so we found it right there. And that's one of the employee break rooms we're going to put in right there. And we're going to set it for, of course we'll be setting it up here for what type of break room it's going to be. And we set it for staff healthcare. Healthcare is always an issue nowadays. So that's our first thing. Priority is our employees' health care. And that's what the stand looks like. Right now we're about ready to add something else to the park. Okay, employees, customers are going to be hungry eventually, so we're going to put in a burger stand. We're going to put in a chief beef. This is what I made last year when I got the game last year, basically. So there's our chief beef stand. I custom made that thing, and we're probably gonna put some benches around the area here. I think we better. If we don't put benches there, people don't have a place to sit and eat. There's also picnic tables available, but I don't see it working very well in this game. That's why I never hardly use it. So we'll put some benches and trash cans in. We just gotta make sure there's enough trash bins and all that stuff. I noticed that the game is glitching every so often. We've been having that issue since the new updates. And also my recording system on the computer's been updated too, so it's gonna be some glitching here and there. Just to let you guys know. We're gonna put our drink stall. This is Pip Shot water. We're gonna be putting in. And we're just going to have to adjust it about right there. Looks good. Does it look good? Hope it looks good. I custom made that myself. I built that thing myself. So we're going to hire some extra employees to roam around because those employees I just hired, there's King Coaster, the mascot, dancing character. And we're going to do some more adjustments here with the path. Alright, we're ready to build our first roller coaster. And this one we're going to build somewhat from scratch. We're going to put in a Woody. Every amusement park's got to have a wood coaster. Usually it's their first coaster they put in. Usually it's a wood coaster of some kind. We're going to put that right there. And we're going to start building our track upward. We'll get an angle to a certain degree right there. I don't want to go too steep. We're going to be adjusting the chain lift speed right there, and we're going to start cranking it up. And that's our first lift hill that we're going to start building right here. And that's our peak of our lift hill, and we're going to do some adjustments right here, basically. Okay, we got to make it coming off the chain lift on the right turn. We're about ready to angle our first drop. And I think I angled it about 56 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood. I can't really tell, basically. And we got our first drop right there. And now we gotta put in our first airtime hill of some kind. I just make it around 46 degrees. And we're gonna come back down about the same 46 degrees, basically. So as we're doing that, we'll see you at the turnaround point here. But eventually we're going to have to turn it around. Alright, we are now working on our turnaround section. We're going to make a little uphill. We're going to bank that turn. We're going to turn it to the right here or to your left. But as you're coming on the roller coaster, it'll be a right turn. Basically, we're going to adjust it right there. And we're going to turn that thing around so it's easier to see. See, just notice it skipped there. Because like I said, it is skipping here so often. So I just want you guys to know that. Basically, we're going to flatten that out. We're going to adjust it right there. Because we're going to put a brake run right there. And we use block brakes because I rather use block brakes because that's a checkpoint that'll allow. The reason it is, I'll adjust the speed to about 35 miles per hour through that section. It will trim the ride down a little bit, basically. But right now we're working on our turnaround right here. The reason I put block brakes right there because I'm going to run multiple trains. And you're going to see here real quick, we're going to run multiple trains. You're also going to see it in the test run too. But on the final project, when people are riding it, then you're going to see that it's spaced out properly. Okay, now we're working on the back way. These hills are going to be a little shorter than usual because I think by shortening the hills, they'll come back a little faster, a little stronger than going out. Usually it does. Because you know you got your, when you go off the big lift hill, it's potential energy, and right now we're just working on kinetic energy. Basically, we just need enough hills, enough airtime to keep the people happy and thrilled and fun, and make sure it's safe too. Basically, we still haven't tested this ride out yet. Once we get done, right now we're just putting in the final bunches right here. We're going to put in, we're thinking about putting in one more block brake section to trim the ride down. I didn't want to put it there just in case it stopped there. We'll now be able to clear it. So we're just making some adjustments right there, basically. And I think we're going to go ahead. No, I'm just making adjustments right there. Yeah, I'm making adjustments right there. We just put adjustments right now. Basically. So, and we're going to finish it up with a nice sweeping left turn right here. Hopefully it works out. Alright, now we're doing the final brake run. This is when we trim the speed down to 13 miles per hour. Then we'll slow the train down. We'll make a couple block sections track, a regular track, and a couple more block brake sections. So it allows us run more than one train. We want to hope to run 3 trains on this coaster. Basically, that is our goal. And we're going to do some smoothing out here. I'll show you what I mean by smoothing out. Alright, as you see right here, we are currently smoothing out the roller coaster. We're going to hit it a few times. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. But we're going to do the brake run on turnaround point here to see. We're going to smooth the banking. Make sure the banking is there, and we're making any adjustments to the banking that we did right here. So we're just taking a closer look at it, and it looks like it could use some more banking. We just got done smoothing it out, so we're going to have to see adjust it right there, and we're doing our banking right there, basically. So that's how we do the adjustments on our roller coaster right there. We're doing some more smoothing, and we're going to build our Q station here in a little bit here. But I think we got to test it first. Yeah, we have to test it. But right now, we're just finishing smoothing right now. Okay, we're going to use the ride's camera cinematic views. Basically, this is from the roller coaster. This is not what I'm doing. This is what the game is doing. It's the game's cinematic view. This is our test run. We will get a POV here shortly when it's all said and done. Basically, because it's in a test run, we're in a holding pattern right there at the top of the chain hill. Now we're just on the move. That tells me when the people start riding it, I'm spaced out, basically. Where the ride is spaced where the ride is spaced out from boarding time to dispatch time on your roller coaster. And you notice the game is skipping somewhat because, like I said, it's been updating. So for some reason, it's been skipping on me when I do these recordings, basically. So it's going to skip a lot. But there's our test run, and we're going to see the ratings here when it's all said and done. Basically, it's going to see if it's rideable, if people's going to like it or not. Right now, the coaster is in the brake run, and there it is. We are back home already. I just created a coaster that has run about almost just under 2,700 feet of track, basically. There's my ratings right there, and we're good to go. Okay, right now I'm currently building my Q station here. We're just going to use some building blocks and other pillars and build our Q line station for this ride. Now we're adding a roof to our Q line station. We're going to do it this way because I want to install lights overhead, the overhead lights. I had a little technical issue right there. And now we're going to be installing our lights here real quick. Alright, now we are installing our lights. I pre-adjusted the light color to yellow so it's not so bright. And we got them affixed right at the center of those posts, and we'll make some final adjustments here real quick. I'll show you what I mean by making the final adjustments. Alright, as you see, we're making some adjustments right here. I had to put it on snap at 15 degrees snapping. Basically, that's allowed the snap in place in proper position. So I got the perfect 90-degree up and down. Basically, that's what I want. And we're just adjusting these lights. As you see on this one right here, we're making some adjustments right now to this game, to this Q line station. So we'll do one more, and we'll finish up the station. Alright, we're adding some trim lights here to make it blinking, look pretty. Gotta make the Q line station pretty, gotta make it flashy and all that stuff. So we're doing this real quick, and we're almost done with this Q station. Alright, now we're adding the final touches to the Q station. We're putting a sign up. Yes, I got a nice little sign going. We're doing some color adjustments. I just want to make sure it's readable for the peeps that's coming in on the Q line, especially out there on the main pathway. We're already named this roller coaster. We call it Comet. I don't know why. I guess it's pretty well a standard name for most roller coasters, especially Woody coasters. And there it is. We put the word Comet on that sign. Boof, right there. We're going to be doing some, I guess we're going to go ahead, I think we're going to go ahead and do a point of view ride here real quick. So hang on to your seats. Okay, after I added some trees around the trees and plants around the roller coaster, we're ready to ride this coaster. We're going up the chain road right now. We're on Comet, and it's going to be a good ride. Excuse me there. And notice we're not going to stop at the top of the chain lift hill because everything's all clear ahead of us. And here we go, the first drop. We're going up a second hill right now. Now we're going up on a turnaround hill here. No, that's the second hill. God, I put the hills here. Excuse me here. Now we're turning around. There's a brake run. Now we're coming back home. We're going for shorter hills. Yes. You can't feel the G-forces because it's on a video game. There's a brake run, and we're entering the main brake run, basically. That's the main brake run right there. We're going to make a brief stop right here because there's a train inside the station. There are some glitches in the game, if you notice. We're gonna make a stop right here, and we're gonna pull into the station here real quick, almost any time right now. Boom, just like that. And we'll pull into the station, and there we go. That is Comet here at Lakeside Park. Hopefully you guys enjoy the ride. I just added another flat ride right here. It's one of those turn and spinning type rides. It's called, I renamed it Tornado eventually. I will probably do that here real quick. Just putting in the queue line station right now. Actually, you probably see this at some fairs and carnivals, basically. And it is what it's called, Tornado. They gave it some other goofy name here on Planet Coaster. I did not like the name, so we're just going to change it to Tornado because of that. We can also use Twister or Cycle for this particular ride, basically. So there's one of the flat rides we just put in. We just open it up, and we're not going to ride it right now. We'll do that some other time. Well, what's an amusement park without a couple gift shops? We're going to put in one right now for this particular video. We're going to put in Hats Fantastic. We're just going to find out where I want to put it, and we're making some final adjustments right here. We're going to add a lot of items to this gift shop. Every hat imaginable for this game. You probably will see the peeps wearing some goofy hats during this video. If not this video, maybe in upcoming videos. But there it is. Hats Fantastic. We're adding on to the path right now. I don't know how far we're going to go. We're just doing some of the final adjustments right here. I think we're going to add a game stand right here because we need some games. Some of these I'm going to let you know it's on a DLC pack. So I made this station. I made this right now. You're going to see it here coming up here real quick. I haven't really decided which one I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. I designed this one. It's Fun Center. It's got to have a gumball machine. It's got a vintage claw machine. It's got a Zoltar fortune telling machine. And it's got a popcorn machine. And all four of these machines is part of the vintage pack. So you have to pay an extra $10.99 for this pack. It also features a lot of other stuff, which we're going to see later in this video. And we're going to see more in upcoming videos in this park. There's our Zoltar machine that I'm talking about. We're doing some price adjustments there. There's the vintage claw machine. I got other claw machines that came free with the pack. I'll show you later and tell you about later, but not on this video. We're going to adjust the claw machine down to 30% win. That means 3 winners of every 10 players that plays it. 3 winners will be basically, that's not how it comes out. But those 4 of those machines is you have to pay extra for, plus other goodies. But all that I built myself right there. Looks pretty, doesn't it? It's time for another roller coaster. And this time we're going to use a roller coaster that I have pre-made and saved in the files. I do not have this on the Steam account, so you won't be able to download this yourself. Sorry about that. I do have a Steam account, but I don't have an official account with the workshop here. So this is the roller coaster I made from the previous park. Q Station. Station's already built with this ride. Amazingly, I finally figured that out just a few days ago. And we're just putting in a looping coaster right now. It's an aerodynamic style coaster. Just let you guys know if you guys are coaster buffs out there. It's not going to be a very popular ride because it's going to feature 2 trains on this. I know that for a fact because I said it myself. We're just going to put in the queue line station and we're going to put some decorations on this. Alright, we're testing out Mean Machine. Yeah, this is Mean Machine. We're doing a test out run, so you're going to see white crash dummies there, basically. It's what most parks use to test their roller coasters in the morning hours and sometimes later in the day. We're just about ready to go off the lift hill and we're just going to have fun right now. But this is a test run. This is the only one camera shot I dealt with through this whole ride. So this way, if for some reason this game right now it is playing almost fluently, about time at this point, basically. We put 2 vertical loops, Cobra roll, And now we're going to go one more loop, and it's the corkscrew. One single corkscrew, and we're going to go up and over the brake run, and now into the brake run. Basically, that's it. We'll have a point of view here in a little bit here. Okay, we're going to throw in some stands here. I decided to put another Pip Shot energy drink. Actually, it's a Pip Shot smoothie stand. I created this one. Looks kind of goofy, but I created that one. And we're going to put in a basic hot dog stand, which I have created myself and put on file. This way it's quick builds, basically. So we're going to grab this hot dog stand, and it's a smoker, because the chimney smoked. It's smoking like a crazy. So hope you guys like smoked hot dogs. That's what I'll say. It's smoking pretty bad there. Alright, we're going to do some decorations around the roller coaster, and we'll be right back, basically. Okay, we're doing some decorations. We're going to put some flowers along the pathway here from the main entrance to the ride. And we're going to do it not quite all the way around, but we're going to get part of it done here real quick. And we'll see what else we do to decorate the park before we take a point of view ride on this thing. You can see the peeps are lining up already. Alright, we're adding some trees around this ride. We're going to add some various different trees around this ride, front and back, and we'll be ready to do a point of view here real quick. We're just adding like a few more big oak trees here and some other type of trees here and there, and all that stuff. And we're just gonna, well, that's the tree I do not want. I want to use a smaller tree than that around the queue liner. There we go. That's the trees I need to put in, because I gotta make sure people can still read that sign for that roller coaster. The Mean Machine. Ready for the point of view? Let's do it right now. Alright, you guys, ready for a point of view right here? We're on Mean Machine. Here we go. Make sure your hands and feet inside the car at all times, and make sure all loose articles go left or right. It was too late because we're going up the lift hill right now. Don't lose your items. And here we go. We're on Mean Machine here. Going through our first inversion. We're going on our second inversion, which is the first inversion was here comes a cobra roll right here. The first one was like an increment type of loop. Now we're going to go vertical. Now we're going to head into the brake run. And to the last inversion, the single corkscrew. There was a little hiccup right there in the game, if you noticed. And we're going to come right back into the brake run and right into the station. I hope you guys enjoy the ride on Mean Machine. Alright, I just installed this classic ride from the Vintage Pack. There's one of the 5 flat rides from the Vintage Pack. That was $10.99. We're putting in the queue line right now for this Rock-O-Plane type ride. You see it mostly at your small fairs and carnivals. It's a good classic ride. I had never rode one of these and never will. Basically, it's a different type of Ferris wheel ride. Someone classifies a Ferris wheel ride, and it's a ride that where the seats rotate, basically, forwards and backwards, depending on how the ride operates. So we're just doing some color adjustments here, and we're going to put some trees around it, and we're going to take a final look at the park, and we're going to wrap up this video. I noticed we're past the half-hour mark already on this video. How about that? Alright, we're doing some finishing touches here on some rides. We're trying to find out what tree best worked there. I found some trees. You can see that Rock-O-Plane working right there. We're going to go to the front. You see that ride going right there? It looks awesome if I can get a closer shot at it. I probably will eventually. Once I get some of these trees planted in place, basically. Because I saw one of these at the fair. I remember riding the regular Ferris wheel, and some of these rides hide pretty well in among the trees. And making some final adjustments. We're looking at the ride right now, as close as possible. We're doing a couple more trees right here, and we'll make one final look of our park. Alright, we're going to wrap up this video right here, just doing some final looks to see how the queue lines are going on both roller coasters. Here real quick, that looks a pretty busy line right there for running 3 trains. Here's the loopy-loop, basically Mean Machine for running 2 trains. Our wait line is not that long. It's not bad. Alright, if you like this series, this is going to be a series of Planet Coaster. We're building, creating Lakeside Park, because it's by the lakeside. And we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to see more Planet Coaster, leave it down in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time when we play Planet Coaster.